The world outside lies still, blanketed in frost or snow. The air is crisp, and the silence is almost profound, broken only by the occasional whisper of wind or the soft crunch of footsteps on frozen ground. Our gardens, once vibrant with color and life, are now empty and quiet. The soil is hard and cold, branches stand bare against a pale, wintry sky, and the familiar buzz of insects is gone. It's a landscape that feels paused, as if holding its breath. Winter is a time of rest for plants, a long, deep sleep until the warmth of spring returns. Beneath the surface, roots and seeds wait patiently, conserving energy for the coming season. For generations, this pause shaped our relationship with food. People learned to prepare, to store, and to savor what the earth provided before the cold set in. We accept winter as a season of scarcity, relying on stored harvests, preserved jars, or distant produce shipped from warmer places. The rhythm of the seasons dictated what was possible on our plates. This perception is deeply ingrained. When we see the frozen landscape, we imagine an end to growth, a world in hibernation, waiting for the sun's return. Yet, nature's ingenuity persists. Hidden from view, life continues in remarkable ways. Beneath the snow, mosses, fungi, and even some insects quietly endure, adapting to the cold. Some organisms don't need sunlight or tilled soil. They thrive in the cool stillness of winter, making use of what others leave behind. These life forms offer a solution to the seasonal gap, a source of nourishment often overlooked, yet rich in flavor and nutrition. This hidden world belongs to fungi, a kingdom neither plant nor animal, quietly working its magic in the shadows. Among them, the oyster mushroom stands out as a winter marvel, delicate, resilient, and surprisingly abundant when most other crops are dormant. It embraces the cold, thrives in shadows, and turns waste into nourishing food. Oyster mushrooms transform what we discard into something valuable, even in the depths of winter. Even in winter, the cycle of life never truly stops. It simply changes form, finding new ways to persist and surprise us. If we look closer, we can discover abundance just beyond our conventional view. The silent winter garden is not empty after all. It's simply waiting to be seen in a new light. To truly understand the oyster mushroom, we must first appreciate its unique and fascinating place in life's tapestry, a world that is often hidden from view, yet vital to the balance of nature. Fungi were once mistaken for plants, but they are a distinct kingdom, ancient, mysterious, and with their own remarkable survival strategy that sets them apart from all other life forms. Unlike plants, fungi don't photosynthesize. Instead, they're nature's decomposers, breaking down dead matter and recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Without fungi, forests would be buried under endless layers of dead leaves and wood, unable to renew themselves or support new growth. The mushroom we see is just the fruiting body, the visible tip of a vast hidden mycelium network that weaves through soil and wood, connecting life above and below ground. Mycelium spreads like a living web, threading through soil or wood, constantly searching for food and forming symbiotic relationships with plants and trees. When conditions are right, moisture, temperature, and nutrients align, it produces mushrooms to release spores, continuing the cycle of life and renewal. Fungi are more closely related to animals than plants, sharing a common ancestor deep in evolutionary history, a surprising connection that challenges our assumptions. Like us, they breathe oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, a reminder of our shared biological heritage. Their cell walls are made of chitin, the same tough material found in insect exoskeletons, giving them strength and resilience. These connections remind us that nature's divisions are more complex and intertwined than we often imagine, blurring the lines between kingdoms. The oyster mushroom is not a vegetable. It's something else entirely. A living bridge between worlds, thriving in places where few others can. Its biology is a testament to the astonishing diversity and adaptability of life on Earth, and its role in our food system is just as unique, offering nutrition, sustainability, and a glimpse into the hidden kingdom that sustains us all. When we think of protein, we picture cattle and meat, a symbol of abundance and strength, deeply woven into our culture and traditions. Our food system is built around meat, making alternatives seem unimaginable, even unnecessary to many people. The oyster mushroom quietly challenges this convention, standing apart from both animal and plant. It's not animal or plant, but offers a robust nutritional profile, rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals. Compared to beef, oyster mushrooms are efficient. They grow on agricultural waste, need little space or water, and offer a meaty texture and deep umami flavor that satisfies the palate. On a dry weight basis, they contain significant high-quality protein, often comparable to legumes, making them a valuable addition to any diet. While beef has more protein per gram fresh, its production demands immense resources, land, water, and energy on a massive scale. Mushrooms transform waste into valuable food quickly, with a much smaller environmental footprint. They provide all 9 essential amino acids, just like meat, plus dietary fiber for digestive health, and are naturally low in fat and cholesterol. Oyster mushrooms aren't a lesser version of beef. They're a distinct, powerful food with their own unique benefits and culinary possibilities. They invite us to broaden our definition of protein and to rethink what nourishing food can look like. And they offer a new path to nourishment, one that's sustainable, delicious, and full of promise for the future. Oyster mushrooms are more than just protein. They're a complex package of health-supporting compounds. They contain lovastatin, a natural statin that helps lower cholesterol, unlike beef, which is high in saturated fat. Scientific studies confirm Pleurotus species are a reliable source of this beneficial compound. Oyster mushrooms are also rich in beta-glucans, fibers that modulate the immune system and support gut health. Their amino acid profile is complete, making them valuable for plant-based diets. Combined with fiber, B vitamins, potassium, and iron, they nourish us on multiple levels. They're not just a substitute, they're a nutritional powerhouse, a food that supports well-being far beyond simple calories. The cold and dark that halt our gardens signal the oyster mushroom to awaken. Unlike plants, it doesn't need sunlight, just organic material to consume. This means it can grow year-round, especially in cool environments. Many oyster mushroom strains fruit when temperatures drop, making winter ideal for cultivation. Indoor spaces like basements or sheds become productive microclimates for mushrooms. The substrate can be simple used coffee grounds, already sterilized and nutrient-rich. By using waste, we create a closed-loop system, turning morning coffee remnants into fresh protein. Oyster mushrooms transform overlooked spaces and materials into food. It's a simple, elegant solution to winter food production. Even in the coldest months, life finds a way, and we can be part of that cycle. With all their benefits, why aren't oyster mushrooms common in supermarkets? The answer is simple. They're delicate and have a short shelf life. Once harvested, they last only a few days and bruise easily, making long-distance transport impractical. The industrial food system favors durability and standardization, qualities oyster mushrooms lack. That's why the best ones are found at local markets or from small growers, where freshness is guaranteed. Some foods, like oyster mushrooms, thrive in local, decentralized systems. They belong to a food economy that values freshness over durability. Growing oyster mushrooms at home is simpler than it seems. The bucket method is popular and accessible. A clean plastic bucket, holes for air and mushroom growth, and a substrate like coffee grounds or straw. Layer the substrate with mushroom spawn, seal with a lid, and let it rest in a dark place. The mycelium spreads, consuming the substrate. Once colonized, move the bucket to a spot with indirect light and humidity. Soon, mushroom pins emerge from the holes, growing into beautiful clusters. The humble bucket becomes a source of fresh, delicious food. It's a powerful way to participate in your own food production. No garden required, just curiosity and a little care. Anyone can grow abundance, even in winter. Harvesting oyster mushrooms at the right time ensures peak quality and safety. The curl rule is simple. When the cap edges are curled down, the mushroom is firm and flavorful. Harvest now. As caps flatten, quality declines and spore release increases. Early harvest keeps texture and taste at their best and reduces spores in your home. Good ventilation is important, just like with any indoor activity. A small fan or a well-ventilated room is usually enough. By following the curl and ensuring airflow, you enjoy safe, delicious harvests. It's a gentle partnership with a fascinating organism, and a reminder that nature's signals are easy to read if we pay attention. The oyster mushroom story is about resilience and reclaiming forgotten food systems. For millennia, humans grew foods adapted to local climates. Robust, decentralized, and efficient. Industrial agriculture replaced these with uniform, transportable products, but at the cost of diversity and connection. Oyster mushrooms, delicate and perishable, don't fit the industrial model. Growing them at home symbolizes what we've lost and what we can regain. It's a reminder that food production can be simple, accessible, and integrated into daily life. By rediscovering small-scale cultivation, we reclaim a piece of our heritage. We see abundance in overlooked spaces and waste streams. Even in winter's stillness, life provides. It's a quiet revolution, one bucket at a time.